You're listening to All Things Sports with Mike Davis.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? Glad you can join me. I'm glad you're here for another episode of All Things Sports with Mike Davis. I thank you for including my podcast into your day. If you're listening on Spotify, follow the podcast. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. Go to the Facebook page to get in contact with the show for comments or suggestions. I won't take up much more of your time. Let's get into it. So last night we had Monday Night Football, and the Arizona Cardinals got a big win. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how good the Cardinals are. I don't. Playing Dallas last night showed me nothing. We know how much of a train wreck the Dallas Cowboys are. The Cowboys can't get out in their own ways. You know, I can tell last night. Look, you lose a game on turnovers, and I believe Dallas coughed the ball up 4 times last night. Ezekiel Elliott had 2 of those turnovers with fumbles, and Andy Dalton, threw 2 picks. Excuse me. Normally, when it comes to Dallas, their problem is on defense. When, Dak was in there, Dak was moving the offense. The offense kind of seemed stagnant. They would move the ball and then something bad would happen. And then you have this field goal kicker who has this knuckleball kick where the ball does some twist and turn and over and around and back out, before it hits the goalpost or makes it, sneaks inside or just misses as it missed last night. I just don't know how good the Cardinals are. They look good. They look spectacular. But everyone's offense looks spectacular against the Dallas Cowboys. My Falcons offense, looked spectacular against the Cowboys. Now, last night was my first time seeing Murray, a quarterback, this season for the Cardinals. I haven't watched much Cardinals football this season, but he looked good. He looked real good. But again, I don't know. I can't tell how good they are, though. They played a heck of a game. Arizona played a heck of a game. Murray looked good. The Cardinals looked good. I just don't like how Murray holds that ball when he runs. It reminds me of Michael Vick. He just holds the ball out there. That's going to get you in trouble. Sooner or later, I need you to tuck that ball away if you're going to take off and run. Let's see. What else from this game? Gallup dropped a big touchdown pass for Dallas. It was that kind of night for the Cowboys. This is really how bad it was for Dallas. Arizona was running the clock out, but Kenyon Drake somehow found a hole and went 69 yards for a touchdown. At the end of the game, the Cowboys defense is that bad. It's that bad. I don't know if this is something Mike McCarthy can fix. I just don't know. I'm going to keep saying, as long as Jerry Jones is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, this is going to happen with the Dallas Cowboys. A team that can't get out of its own way because of Jerry Jones. So, again, I don't know how good the Cardinals are. I'll have to wait and see another game with them. I'm not going to put too much stock into what they did because this win came against the lowly Dallas Cowboys. All right. Now, moving on. Sunday, Tampa Bay, Green Bay Packers, they met down in Tampa. Tom Brady and the Bucks, they get the win, a big win, 38-10. Now, After seeing this game, you realize, I hope people realize how good Tampa's defense is. Carlton Davis is having a heck of a season. Tampa's defense only gave up 201 total yards. 160 of those yards came from Aaron Rodgers passing. But Aaron Rodgers had no touchdown passes, 2 interceptions, 4 sacks. The defense forced him into 2 picks, and 1 went back to the house. If you watch this game, Aaron Rodgers was pressured all game long. Now, I had seen Aaron Rodgers this year already, and this is the most pressure he's faced all season long. All season. I mean, he had nowhere to go with the football. Nowhere to go with it. I mean, Tampa was just bringing the blitz, bringing the blitz, bringing the blitz. Now, Aaron Rodgers had some sort of dance when he thought he scored, early in the first quarter. The touchdown was taken away because he gave himself up at the 1-yard line. Now, not Tampa. Green Bay did score on that drive, but that was pretty much the only highlight of the day from Aaron Rodgers and that Packers offense. Tom Brady only threw for 166 yards, but this team were led by their defense and Ronald Jones. When you can run the ball, it opens up your whole playbook. I don't care nothing about how now the league is a passing league. Yeah, I get it. It is a passing league. But when you can run the ball, opens everything up. Ronald Jones ran for 113 yards, 2 touchdowns on 23 carries. He's having a good season too. So you got Ronald Jones and that defense. So this win puts Tampa at 4-2, hands Green Bay their first loss of the season. Aaron Rodgers also his first 2 picks of the year. So they improve. I'm telling you, Tampa's looking good. Tampa take out that first game against the Saints, and yeah, the Bucs look good. All right, and another game I wanted to talk about was the Titans, the Tennessee Titans. They escaped in overtime, winning 42-36 over the Houston Texans. They remain undefeated, but they should have an L on their record. Now, this is a game where Romeo Crennel could have gotten the win, but he, like some coaches, wanted to be greedy, and he went for the 2 late when he should have kicked the PAT. Now, with the PAT, you making an 8-point game, and you make the Titans go for 2 if they score. But they don't, so they don't get the PAT, they don't get the 2-point conversion. So they get 6. That makes the score 36-29. So now the Titans, they go ahead and drive. Tannehill finds the end zone with 4 seconds left. I believe it was to A.J. Brown. Heartbreaking if you're the Arizona Texans. Derrick Henry goes on to score the game-winning touchdown on a wildcat play. Titans improve to 5-0. Derrick Henry, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns on 22 carries. The man also had 52 yards. Now, this is a team that people are sleeping on. Now, I had Buffalo. Even though they lost, I had Buffalo and Tennessee as my sleepers. They're small market teams. No one's paying any attention to them because they're small market teams. And I told my dad this too, because I remember we were having a conversation last season, and this was before, Tannehill got hot last year. And I told him, I said, I don't watch much Miami Dolphins football. I watch some of it sometimes, every now and again, because my dad is a Dolphins fan. And I said, whenever I'm looking at the games, it doesn't seem like, or I won't say that. Whenever I look at the stats, and I know stats can be misleading, Ryan Tannehill doesn't seem to be the problem in Miami. And my dad was one of those ones. He was, oh, yeah, it's Tannehill. Tannehill's got to go. Well, Tannehill is winning in Tennessee. He's winning. I don't know what else to say. He's winning. So Miami, was it really Ryan Tannehill? Tannehill was 30 of 41, 364 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. He's put together 2 great back-to-back games. So was Tannehill was he really the problem in Miami? I've heard some people on national TV even say that right now he might be the MVP of the league. I don't know about that. That's not me saying that. That's what you have these sportscasters saying, national media. I don't put too much stock into what they say anyway. But Houston, they dropped to 1-5. Deshaun Watson, 28 of 37, 335 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, had a QBR of 138. The man had an incredible game. I mean, he had an incredible game, but he needs help. He needs lots of help. He's out there doing it by himself. Now, the Texans have only rushed for 515 yards this season. That puts them at 31st in the league. They're pretty much at the bottom. They are at the bottom. They're just one away from being last. They're 31st in the league in rushing. And you wouldn't think this was possible. With a guy like J.J. Watt on their team, on that defensive line, you wouldn't think this is possible with what I'm about to say. The Texans are 30th in total yards given up on defense. So this is what I mean when I say Deshaun Watson needs help. He needs help on both sides of the ball. Well, too bad that, what's the coach name? Was it some O'Brien, whatever? The former head coach? Yeah, he wrecked this team. And then traded DeAndre Hopkins to Arizona. This team, yeah. It's that bad. It's that bad for the Texans. It's that bad. Wow. Hey, look, that's all I got for you today, folks. I thank you for including my podcast into your day. If you're listening on Spotify, follow the podcast. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, comment, like, all that good stuff. Go to the Facebook page to get in contact with yourself for comments or suggestions. You've been listening to All Things Sports with Mike Davis. And remember, it's your world. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm out. Peace.
You're listening to All Things Sports with Mike Davis.